Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. I know there's a lot of political discourse happening here, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a game that never lets us down and always keeps us happy, League of Legends. I want to talk about the new items, and I'm scared, you guys, scared girls, because change is hard. I've been playing this game for a long time. I jumped on the PBE, and yes, the classic items like Doran's Blade exist, Sunfire Cape, and all that good stuff, but man, it feels like when you play a MOBA for the first time, maybe League is your main game, and you look at Dota or you look at Smite and you're wondering, what the hell is going on? That's what I feel right now. A lot of the same items are here, and there are new items as well, and I'm excited for these new items. It's just that when navigating the shop, I don't feel as snappy and as quick as I'm used to feeling. Like, I know what I'm gonna buy first buy, and I know what I'm gonna buy throughout the game, and they're introducing the system in order to have more choices, more agency, to build a path that will help you cement your place in the game. Too many times over the last few years, people have had cookie cutter item builds for a lot of champions. Like, if you look at a whole bunch of AD bruisers or mages, you'll find that there are a lot of the same items you're going to build regardless of who you're going against. And they've introduced these new items to really make you feel powerful at all stages of the game. And depending on who you're going against, you'll have some sort of item counterplay. So that's really exciting. The biggest change that has happened outside of this item rework in League of Legends has probably been the map actually changing. Now, the map is not that big of a deal because there are still 3 lanes, there's still a jungle. Physically, nothing has changed, just the look, and it looks newer, and I'm not gonna have to relearn anything. But these items, these new icons, like, I can tell what Hourglass looks like, but what about this new item with this new active, or this item with this different active? There's definitely going to be this wild west feeling when preseason gets started. I know the regular rank season ends in like a week. Hopefully you got to the rank that you wanted to. I got gold, and I was a little ballsy and played some games at 0 LP gold 4. Luckily I didn't get demoted for the times that I lost, so I'm going to be able to get my Victorious Lucian skin. Everything's going to be okay. But like I said, let's talk about items for a second. So they have mythics. These are the highest level, like higher than legendary. We're talking Infinity Edge level items. You can only build 1 mythic, so you can't stack mythics and be God. You have to tunnel yourself into one, and that's your like big item power spike for the game. So they've got them for marksmen, they've got them for tanks, they've got them for AD assassins, they've got AP mythics for people with high mana ratios, they've got them for champions with high AP ratios, they've got them for AP users that don't use mana, like Katarina and so on. They've got AD fighter mythics, they've got enchanter mythics, they've got, just new legendary items to keep things fresh. They even have stuff for supports, whether you're playing a tanky support, whether you're playing an AP support. I feel like everyone is better represented, which is always good, and there's a lot of new passives and new actives that you have to also take into account as well. One of the things that separates League of Legends from Dota, for example, Dota, they don't have summoner spells, but they also have a lot of items that will just have active abilities like Black King Bar or Blink Dagger, things that give your champion or hero extra abilities to compete. Maybe the enemy team has a whole bunch of point and click stuns, or you can't evade it. Just buy something that'll give you a spell shield or that'll cleanse the debuff. I wish that League had more active items, and you're only limited to 6, so it's not like you're going to be able to have a I win button. Maybe those items that are active are tied to some sort of lower stats overall. So I'm hoping that this isn't the last new introduction of items. And I do miss the older items like Deathfire Grasp and, things that really just solidified, hey, this is the item that you get when you want an AAP assassin to just absolutely wreck stuff. So them adding that type of stuff back into the game would be great. More actives overall are great for the game. I know there's an item that gives dashes to an AD carry. You can't use it to go through a wall, but more mobility. I'm kind of curious to see how other classes are going to use this item. They're also AD, that are going to give them a secondary or tertiary dash. And it's going to be the Wild West. These items are supposed to shake up things. Last season we had the Elemental Dragons be replaced. We had the Baron buff being changed. So having this new wacky, crazy thing added at the beginning of a new season always gives me a little bit of pause, but I think it's also the reason why the game has lasted so long. League changing so often has its pros and its cons. The game is always fresh, but if you take a break for more than a month at a time, it feels like you're going to come back, and it's a completely different game. For better or for worse, I think that's why the game has lasted so long. You know, we're in its 10th year. I've been playing for 7, and there's always a reason to come back, whether it's a champion rework, whether items get changed, balance stuff, and it's like, are they going to run out of stuff to change? I remember when they added plants in the jungle, the honey fruit and the blast cones. Everyone and their mother was complaining about it. And while some people still do, it's nice to have that mix up in the jungle. So if I want to gank somebody without walking through the river, or plan a quick escape, or deny somebody their escape, or heal up while I'm jungling, like all these extra options just make the game less frustrating to play and give more options. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Too many options does not equal more complexity, but these items are looking pretty good. Like, for example, they brought Force of Nature back. After many, many years of being out of the game, it's back. You know, 2,900 gold, 350 health, 55 MR, 7% move speed. And when you take damage, you just get tankier, you move a little faster. And Singed, that was like an item that you always built on Singed. He loves move speed, he loves being a tank, he loves moving fast, flipping people every which way, just causing discord. And so they were like, let's just bring these items back. Let's have fun with League of Legends again. Let's shake things up. And so I'm excited to see how the items are going to work. One of the things that I also really like is that they added in this system that, depending on the enemy team, will suggest to you items that will help you win your lane and win the game. So if the team is heavy AP, they'll maybe suggest to you magic resist items or stuff like that. All the starting stuff is mostly the same, but in a streamlined, easier to interpret interface that seems more futuristic with the client evolving. You know, we've seen the same UI for years and years, so every time we play League, it feels a little bit new, and you introduce somebody to it and they're like, wow, this game seems really cool. Can you believe it's 10 years old? So I'm excited to see where League of Legends is going to go. Let me know what you think about the new item system, and thanks for watching this video. I'll see you next time. Peace out.